Hey, what's up guys? Jake with 2Fit here, and today I want to share with you how you can kiss that alarm clock goodbye and still wake up at 5 a.m. I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, right? Well, the thing is, I used to really struggle with this until I started to implement these things I'm going to share with you today. See, actually, I used to wake up at 6 a.m. no problem as a kid and all growing up. But as I got older, 6 a.m. became a lot harder for me, let alone if I ever had to wake up earlier than that or if I wanted to. But you know these people, I would see them on podcasts, on TV, read books about them that they're waking up at 5 a.m. and it's radically changed their life. They're reading more books, they're being more productive at work, they're getting more family time in, they're just getting more stuff done with their life, all because of this one habit. And so I looked at that and said, man, I want that. Let's do it. So I committed to it, and these are the things that helped me and made that process easy. I say easy. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle at first, right? Breaking any sort of habit always is, but this is what you need to know. One, you got to realize that you are not yourself when you wake up, okay? You cannot think straight. You cannot think for yourself. Therefore, you can't trust yourself. You're in this zombie-like hungover mode, and all you want to do is put those covers back over your face, go back to that nice, warm and cozy place, and say, hey, my life can wait. And that's what we call resistance. Resistance is there waiting for you, telling you that your life can wait. This can wait another day. I don't have to get out of bed right now, right? That is from the devil. Because see, that's where resistance gets its power. It's from you not realizing that it's there. It's being cloaked in anonymity. But because you can give it a name, you can fight it, okay? So that is step one. Literally recognizing it strips it of its power. Just knowing that it's there waiting for you. Every time that alarm clock goes off, you know that you can fight it. You know that the fight is waiting for you. Number two is you need a reason, all right? You need some accountability. Since you can't trust yourself in the morning, you need something outside of yourself to hold you accountable to getting out of bed. So think about the last time you had to catch an early AM flight, right? So it's at 6 a.m., the airport's 30 minutes to an hour away. You got to be there an hour beforehand. So say you're waking up at 3:30, 4 a.m. Now on that day, you probably had zero problem getting out of bed at 3:30 a.m., right? The thing is, you knew that airline was going to leave with or without you, okay? Saying if you sign up for like a 5 a.m. boot camp class, you know that class is going to happen with or without you. So we need the same thing in our daily lives. So whether that is actually signing up for that class or having a buddy meet you at the gym so you two can hold each other accountable, those are just some easy things to implement. Having another person, having another entity outside of yourself is the best option. But if you can't do that, something that I like to implement was number 3, and that's called the checklist manifesto, okay? Now, it sounds a lot more fancy than it is, and all it really means, I didn't coin this term, but all it really means is that there is something in our psychology, right? When we have a to-do list with some little check boxes next to it, we just can't help it, but want to check that little thing right off, right? So the basic premise is that you just come up with a to-do list within the first 15 to 30 minutes of waking, okay? And it's literally as simple as, make bed or turn light on, wash face, get coffee, read, do 15 push-ups, whatever that might be for you. Just come up with it. And the thing is, it's going to feed on itself, right? You're going to feel more productive as you go along. Because like I said, there's just something in us that wants to check that little thing off. And once you get through 3, 4, 5 of those items, going back to bed is like a distant memory. You're awake, you're alive, you're ready for the day. You've already knocked out a to-do list, and it's only 5:15, 5:30. Am I right? So it's going to feed on itself, and if you continue to implement at least these 3 things, getting out of bed and dominating the day is going to become a lot easier for you. Okay? Now check out our next video. I'm going to give you some 8 tips, very actionable information to actually make waking up and getting out of bed a whole lot easier.